Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Hey, how's it going, TNP folks?
Oh boy. So many questions.
I have so many. Don't even worry.
But yeah, let's get started. Both players are ready.
Let's get going in the chat. Hang on. 3.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Jank. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. That one won't be synced up. That's for sure.
Oh no! Did you break the bot?
No, hey, the bot ignored me. That's good. Good bot.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have been like a double countdown, so that would have been 6 seconds. Well, Omen has graciously donated 2 controllers. One is a Nintendo and one is a Classic N. So hopefully, been shared some knowledge on the Classic N being the Fami clone with the least input lag. So that this we're on the comeback arc, I hope. Anyways, Snowy with some good stacking.
Yeah, Snowy's saying that he's ready to get destroyed, but I think this is an even matchup, to be honest.
Yeah, Guerrero. Okay. A roller, right? That looks to be a rolling stance.
At the moment, he's playing Das, but I believe Guerrero is a roller. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, it kind of looks. I don't know, just with the way he's holding the controller. Oh, Snowy with the hang there. Gonna have to do like some sort of wacky burn setup.
I
Definitely
believe
got the PowerPoint on.
Snowy is a roller now. At least.
Nah. There's no way.
That's a rip.
Yeah, that's a rip though. Not even the power rolling will get you out of this. Here, I'll be right back. My dad just popped in.
Copy that. So Snowy topped out 82. Guerrero, you're good for game number 1. Oh yeah, this is a DAS match. I know Snowy is a roller, but yeah, that would make sense. This is a DAS match. He would not be rolling. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I did. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. All right, both players are ready. Let's count it down. Game number 2, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players are off. Both players with similar stacking. Oh, but
All right,
no
I am
long bar
back.
in sight, but hang of the J. Oh, that's going to be problematic. Does get a long bar to bring it down. Snowy started off at 25. Guerrero 25 as well.
That was a good burn there from Snowy.
Honestly, I missed it because it was kind of going slideshowy.
Yeah, I think Snowy might have adopted Nestra's champs because when I did our scene, I was sent a Nestra's champs link, and it's been slideshow ever since.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Yeah, Snowy's been having some internet issues as of late, so he has been using Nestor's champs.
Oh, okay. That's that makes sense. And it looks to be that camera as well being. Oh, yeah, this is a predicament.
Oh, do you want feed?
Yeah, I'd like the feed.
There we go. So Snowy's with 62, Guerrero 127. Clean game from Guerrero so far. Nothing up
Okay,
to
I
note
got the
just
lead now.
yet. Snowy trying to get this board back in order. A bunch of holes. Did have a fossilized T at some point, but able to get rid of that.
Yeah. Is Guerrero gonna take that? Okay, there's that tuck. Really being dealt some pieces here, and the players, they're taking him like champs.
Oh, for
And it's a
real.
good dusty Tetris there, Snowy. Hey, how did your fast lane go? Did I miss the match? I hope I didn't.
So the fast lane was moved to tomorrow.
I don't care what I'm doing. I will be tuning in.
It's
And
going to be a
congrats on
good
getting
one.
there.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
is not easy.
My opponent is Lackenzie, and we saw Lackenzie play. Oh boy! But before I start with that,
Guerrero. Wait.
Trouble here. Oh my gosh! Getting these
Wow.
pieces over, and this is Das too.
Yeah, all the more impressive with that nice vault there. Gonna get that flat. Now we really need the bar, and it actually does get the bar. And flat it out. Wow.
How is this Das?
That was just das. That was composure too. Holy cow. I would have
But
panicked.
exit L. No, that's gonna be it for Guerrero, topping out at 181. Snow already
190 is
surpassed that.
okay.
It was
So
almost perfect.
is there an after party? Is that I was
So
where'd my map?
there is an after party. Matt is going to take over at 0 UTC, and he goes for as long as he wants, or stuff like that.
Oh, okay. And then Omen's doing Tetris Wars. So I could always do the after party. I think they're discussing that right now. I was just gonna.
Yeah, when Matt comes back, he definitely talked to him about it. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's not out of my jurisdiction, but like.
Oh no! I want it to be a unanimous decision, or maybe we do a trial, see if there's matches left over or whatnot. I always enjoy the TNP show, and that one time I hosted, I had quite the time. I think we kept it going 6 hours.
Oh wow. Okay. We got ready from
Okay.
both players, and it's a tied set. So let me fix the scores to reflect that. That's kind of down. Game number 3. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Tetris.
What's your question before? Yeah, my opponent is I don't know if you did ask me this question or whatever, but yes,
Yeah,
my opponent is
Lackenzie. That
Yes.
I mean, that's a toss-up. I noticed Lackenzie's been, maxing out and breaking all his PBs recently, but like still you have some pretty solid foundational mechanics, and Lackenzie has a more new roller, I'd say. I don't know.
I definitely think it depends on like who is going to have the better day.
Yeah. Like it's definitely one of those days you're gonna want to spend some extra time warming up and stuff. Like it's. But yeah, I'd be pooping my pants. That is quite nerve wracking. Because Lackenzie just maxed out. Oh. Oh,
out. He just like pulled off a 700k, I think 800k just moments ago. The show, so like yeah, Lukenzi really popping off here. I like, but it's that you know playing on the TMP show and then dealing with the stakes of what the competition is, it's a totally different beast.
oh yeah. I mean, their fast lane nerves are real. I almost finessed into CTL. Oh, like last year on fast lane, and it was just kind of like I got him with like a 680, and yes, but Hecate beat me, and oh, this is a Tetris setup for Snowy. Jeez, okay, going kind of aggro, and yeah, and just I was sweating the whole time.
I think for me to stay calm is knowing that I did everything I could to come to this game prepared.
Right.
Good night's sleep, eating well, all that stuff. If I know I've done all that, I can come into the game not worrying about, did I get enough sleep, all that stuff.
Yeah, I have the same thoughts run through my head as like, oh, I don't know, like I'm even hesitant to play a match if I'm not well rested or haven't eaten like my protein, had my like exact number of coffee cups. I get superstitious.
I like
I
that
think
word.
all of us do. Yeah, I do too.
I think that perfectly describes exactly what I'm feeling. It is superstition because technically how I make my coffee, how how many hours of sleep. I mean, of course there is it does have some factors, but at the end of the day, it's what you believe in the moment. It's your
And
mindset.
we're trying to like have controllable variables in this utterly chaotic game that is NES Tetris. So I mean, it completely makes sense. It comes down to it. Even like ecstasy of orders, how like Mullen was talking about. Oh yeah, 30 minutes after having a cup of coffee, that is when I play my best Tetris. Like 100% certain. And I mean that's pretty true. Oh, Snowy with that. It's gonna put that bar on top. Actually, just probably building one off the bottom. But yeah, I'm confident even if you don't make it to CTL, like you're still on the rise. So it's it's not an if, it's a when. Especially for for dedicated players like you that don't really get out of practice or anything, don't take any sort of extended break. I think CTL is definitely within this year.
I think so too. Not to say I deserve to be in CTL because you got to prove at the end of the day that you can be in there. But I feel like I am at a point where I look at my skill level. I'm like I'm ready to be there, or I'm almost ready to be there. Or if I get in right now, I'm not going to jump in right away.
Right.
But I'm very close to that breakout season, that breakout moment. I feel like I'm so close.
We got Philly coming up too. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have some like pretty good real comp experience. Is this your first in-person comp, or is this
This will be my second year. I went to Philly last year.
Oh yeah.
There that was a lot of fun. I didn't know a lot of people. Last year at Philly, I did meet people though. That was fun, but this year, obviously, I'm going to math. I'm going to know RxS. I'm going to know Mage. So it's going to be really cool to actually see these individuals in person. But I want to give a quick score update. Snowy currently at 424 into 19. Guerrero also into 19 with a score of 567.
Really, showing up here with the DAS, taking that triple smart on 19. Holy cow! Snowy got a 100K to make up here, but you know, it can happen. I've seen Snowy pull 300k posts without breaking much of a sweat, so.
Oh yeah, Snowy is hanging on at the moment. I mean, for as much as Snowy's saying that, you know, he was going to get destroyed, I mean, he's still here. He's still...
There was no sweep, right? Yeah. Also, this has to be DAS. On Snowy's board. Okay, and Tetris for Snowy, 490, 608. Really, it's tightening up.
Getting complicated for Guerrero. It does have options.
Oh, might have been a Ghost Burn there. Good calm flat there. Had to flip that the other way. So Snowy's going to have a chase down here. 642, 900 is the score to beat. 643, essentially, there. It is in line out territory for sure, but not for long. Okay. Let's get that over. I don't know if that bar was supposed to shift there. Gets that in? Okay.
I like the burns that Snowy's taken.
Yeah, really, I think Snowy might be setting up for this one center wall Tetris here, perhaps, and is going to feel much better about the stack. There is a obvious drought, too, so not like Tetris was an option at this moment. Okay, we look to be set up. And there's that Tetris here to get 650, and Snowy completes that chase down. That was really nice, and yeah, just right at level 28 now. I mean, just see where we run away with on this. That was beautiful, Snowy. There's that kill screen. Gonna get 233 lines, 673,000, and you're gonna be 2 to 1. GG's. That was great. That was just great, Snowy. Yeah, I have a feeling Snowy's probably like shaking, maybe perhaps a little after that. That was pretty intense looking.
I mean, any chase down, especially one that's 100k plus, like that's nerve wracking.
Yeah, that was a solid 120k chase down, and yeah, it was definitely still very barely line outable, but that one Tetris just like sealed the fate. And I think there was another Tetris after that to get to 673. Anyways, oh, you're definitely shaking. Well, if you're ready, it looks to be. Let's get you counted down.
You do the honors.
All right. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yes, it's good to be back.
Yes.
No Tetris in China.
That I have so many questions about your trip.
Oh yeah.
I will love Matt to be here as well. I'm pretty sure he has questions about the trip as well.
Oh yeah, I got a lot to share. I was quite a bit. I mean, to put it frankly, it was it was a great experience, great hospitality, mildly traumatizing. I was kissing the ground when I got back, but I still had a good time.
Well, I'm glad
But
you survived, I guess.
yeah,
Like, and I don't mean to joke around about that either. Like,
it was just a weird time to be there for me. I didn't think about it too much. I kind of downplayed it in my head, but then I kind of realized I was like, it's a weird time to be here. But yeah, I totally survived.
what is like, if you had to summarize your trip, like, what did you get out of your trip? What did you learn?
Well, so I think the most important thing is I definitely have like a newfound appreciation for like where we live, because the the hard days in China would be hard, like working 6 days a week. What is it? I think their normal work week is 70 hours, right? And so being able to like, work a decent amount but not that much and still survive is nice. Also, I also like having a car. That's cool. Which is kind of a weird thing, but there are not many cars in China. But as far as culturally, I definitely just, you know, it was fun to be brought into like a family dynamic and just kind of observe. I didn't have to talk much because, not many people were speaking English. It was interesting time to just like get to know myself, as well as, just be like, holy cow, I'm in China. Like 99% of it was like just really cool. But I psyched myself out a few times, getting all homesick and reading news or whatever.
Did you have a Big Mac as soon as you come home?
Yeah, I immediately in the Detroit airport, I went straight to McDonald's.
Starts
Because
tearing after a single bite.
yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. Like I don't know. It wasn't like I was underfed. I was just perpetually like hungry for like what I considered normal food. And I like, it was like maybe the third night there, I swallowed a bone trying to eat something. So, and that was kind of like that was a weird experience. And they kindly like made me food without bones, but the food is different, and it's oddly not as filling as you'd expect. And the tea was strong. There's something in that tea.
So, who, um, so what places did you see in China?
Shanghai, and yeah, it was Shanghai, and then a lot of the suburbs around there. Took the bullet train. Um, if you remember the Battlefield 4 map, Siege of Shanghai, it was exactly like that. It was Battlefield had a very accurate depiction of Shanghai. I got to see like the whole metropolis, and stay down in Shanghai for a night, and then I went to Japan too, and got to experience the hot springs. Ooh, that was nice for Guerrero. Um, and that was interesting because, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'll just say, like, if you've never publicly bathed before, it's different. That was definitely a culture shock moment.
I didn't realize that was the thing.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't think about it too much, but you kind of like, you recall back to like, old animes and whatnot of them like going to a bathhouse. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Just because Japan it does have a finite amount of space, so it's one of those places where it's kind of out of style now, but like they have public baths or hot springs are really nice. You soak in some naturally hot water.
This
This
Now these
is
hot springs, you're talking about uh, like something you would see like at a national park, or you're talking about something more artificial?
no, it's like a natural hot tub.
Oh,
It's
okay.
yeah, it's not like a geyser type deal either. It was, I mean, there was some of that. I'll have to send some pictures because I have some good pictures. But so like imagine you go to a hotel and at the check-in they're telling you like, because they could tell like, okay, at least they could tell I was foreign. They were like, okay, by the way, there's no bath in your bedroom. You go to the bathhouse. So at most of the hotels you would just go to a bathhouse and you just be bathing with everybody. You know, it's it was there was a men in a women's bathhouse, and you go and you bathe. You have to scrub yourself. Oh, Guerrero, this is and Snowy is good. You have to scrub yourself like really good. You take like 2 showers, and then after you're showered, you hop in the hot spring. You're not allowed to bring your towel in. It was so cool, so cool. Snowy's been transitioning quite a bit. I am nervous to play you, Snowy. Um,
Oh, that's it. Just realized that we went. Oh, how do I report this?
put my cell phone. I'll send some pictures in the chat.
No problem. Have a good one. Oh, what's today? 6/17. So it's going to be a little longer before Math comes back because Max and Mackenzie have taken all of their games to transition. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Can a human heart rate can go down as 11 beats per second? I don't even think that's possible. That can't be right.
No, it's like it depends on how if you're in like really good shape, you can get down to the low 20s. If I recall correctly, you can get down to the low 20s. But I think resting heart rate, but that can't be right.
Yeah, no, that can't be right. That means that the person I'm talking to would be in impeccable shape, and they are not that.
Yeah,